Nobody wants to run this damn defense. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus, and it is becoming very clear, very, very clear, just like Lupagus at a high school dance. Nobody wants to touch him. Nobody wants to be around him. And just like the Vikings defensive coordinator job, nobody wants it.
Yeah, it's about as attractive as you are. Vikings, everybody just dropping out of this thing very, very quickly. Before we hop in that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the vids. We are closing in on 9,000 subscribers. I can smell it, and it smells fantastic. And we're all sad and depressed about the Vikings defensive coordinator situation, but I do believe we got a little something in the mail we'd like to show everybody, don't we?
Yeah, we got some That's Badass art giveaways that they sent over that winners will be getting. Here's an example of one right here. Imagine that puppy on the wall. Ooh, real nicely made too. This ain't styrofoam. Also,
are you saying it's oak?
Nice little for the man cave here. We got a couple of these. Nice. Crack that lift bridge on there.
Thank you for showing us how to drink.
Thank you. So yes, put hashtag badass in the comments for a chance to win these. Woo!
Drawing this very soon, along with our other drawings that we'll be doing here probably in a couple of days. It always takes us a while.
Maybe we should be doing a drawing for a defensive coordinator. We should just put a bunch of shitty coordinators in a hat, pull it out. That's who we get because nobody wants to come here.
Well, with the person from the hat even wanting either, because apparently this is not a very good job to have. Let's just recap here. First, Ryan Nielsen takes the Falcons job, whether we wanted him or not. Not really at the time, but right now he's looking pretty damn good. Then Sean Desai pulls his name from consideration. He wants some kind of job in Denver. And then Jero Vero, whatever the hell his name is, just takes the Panthers job without even interviewing. He didn't even want to interview with us after the Vikings finally got permission to request an interview. He immediately just takes the Panthers job.
Well, and let's go back to Desai. I mean, this guy interviewed last year, interviewed this year, clearly a hot name. This isn't just like somebody like, yeah, we'll see, whatever. And he's still in the running to be the Broncos defensive coordinator, but pulls his name out. It's like, screw it. He's like, you know what? I mean, this is a guy that's trying to go up the ladder too. He's not like a Brian Flores that needs to go prove himself or just wait a year. But this guy is looking for a defense coordinator job. And he's like, you know what? I don't want it. I don't want it.
Well, that begs the other question. What is it about this job that is so unattractive? Is it the personnel? Is it no one wants to work with Kevin O'Connell? There's something here that's stinky. And if you had to guess, what would it be?
Well, I think it's the roster, and I think it's the salary cap, and I think it's somebody coming here looking at the defense being the worst in the league, and it's like looking at the teams like, I'm going to not look good here. I'm not going to move up the ladder. Avero, a guy that's looked at as a potential future head coach, if he came here and tried to run this defense, this isn't a one-year turnaround. He's not going to look good. So you're setting – I mean, we almost need that guy who's like an unknown right now to take it and try to prove himself because I think it's absolutely – the roster 100%.
Well, and I think it goes two ways though, because you can look at it this way, like, can you really lose in this position? If you do come here and you fail, you can say, well, the roster was shit, look what I had to work with. But if you come here and succeed, even if you bump this unit up 10 spots in the rankings year one, maybe you go up a little bit more year two, some of your middle of the road defense looking pretty good, you're going to be looked at as a fucking defensive guru and the next hot head coaching name. So to me, it's almost a can't lose situation. Unless you have one of these coaches, like you said, is in a head coach right now position, which is kind of what we've been looking at.
Yeah, I mean, it is a can't lose, but also, I mean, when teams are hiring new coaches, usually they're crap. So they want to prove that you can take crap and make something out of it, not just take crap and keep it crap. So I get it. The big thing, I mean, the Desai pulling out is a big red flag for me. Avero, the fact that he has very strong ties to Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell, and he still didn't even come here, even at least to take an interview. Mm-hmm. Very strange, especially for the Panthers. I mean, the Panthers defense wasn't as bad as the Vikings, but it was in the 20s. It's not like he's going to this star-studded Panthers team. So not even to take an interview? Ouch.
Yeah. It does hurt. It does hurt, and it makes you wonder, and it's the whole thing has become kind of depressing and definitely concerning, this whole process. Well, it's weird because you look at what Wes Phillips said. He didn't even take any offers anywhere else to be, whether it was head coach or other OC jobs. He said, we're building something special here in Minnesota. I want to be a part of it. Well, no one else wants to come be a part of this thing. And that's
clear. It's a little, I mean, he's got Justin Jefferson, And
Well, I
I
mean,
mean, he's got some more better weapons on his side of the ball.
Took that he was talking about the team in general.
No way.
Something
He's
special.
like, I'm going to look so good with this offense. I'm going to stay here. But Brian Flores, the last one, who is now officially a finalist for the Arizona Cardinals job, which sucks ass. The thing is, we don't even know if he's interested. We know we interviewed him, but we don't know if the feeling's mutual. So everybody's like holding out for him. Why would he want to come here when everyone else does?
I don't know. It's the only job left. He doesn't get a head coaching job. Is it all that's going to be left for him? Sounds like he could still be the Broncos DC too. I don't know. I mean, it's Flores. I mean, if he doesn't get the Cardinals job, is he going to just say, screw it, I'm not going to coach this year? Is he going to go back to Pittsburgh and be whatever he was, some kind of assistant?
Linebacker coach.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's the other question. Do you just go with Pettin then, or do you try to bring in some other guys? Because Jim Leonard's still out there. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there they didn't even interview yet.
Well, let me pull out my crystal ball. All right, Flores is going to get one of these other jobs. If it's not Arizona, I think he goes to Denver. And then everyone's going to – I don't think it's Mike Pettin. I don't even think he's on the table. I think they interviewed him. Just the fact that he was – I still think they were doing him a solid, thinking we're going to get one of these guys anyways. Thank you for your time. They're not going to fall back to Pettin. No way in hell. I hope I'm right. I'm trying to convince myself, but I think they would rather go grab – some random unknown an up and comer that's not a big name than a Mike Pettin. If they go Mike Pettin, people are going to be getting out their pitchforks. They would have hired him already. They would have hired him.
It's going to be bad if they do.
They're not going to settle. Not allowed.
It would be settling. It'd be very disappointing. But I'm not going to even comment on that yet until it actually happens. But I'm very worried that it's going to happen. I
want everybody to sleep well tonight, even though if we don't get Flores, it will not be Mike Pettin.
I wish I shared your optimism, baby. Yeah, that is badass Woodart, and hold that tight when you're hoping that Pettin doesn't become the DC tonight.
He's not gonna.
Don't stain it. We don't want any pecker tracks in that sign.
Let us know in the comments who you're hoping for, considering maybe there's names we're not talking about. The thing with Jim Leonard is nobody interviewed him.
Yeah, so you perfect chance now.
I'm just saying, like
you'll take the job.
Why didn't anybody interview him?
I don't know. He's a hot name and no one interviewed him. I don't know. All right, so that's it. The Vikings defensive coordinator job, not very attractive to anyone, apparently. And let us know in the comments if you think it's a good job or not. Would you take it if you were offered? And remember this, men who drive supercars are more likely to have a small penis.
Oh.